current day. Tracks and points, but the cars are not. They're from 1998, when the racing was heavy and hard. Everyone had tobacco sponsors, and no one drove high to ride the rail. Back when it was all about raising hell, turning left and praising down. Started reading right with my bitch, I ain't ready to. The classic racing style, right to your guns new. You'll see drivers you remember that you love, and some that you love to hate. See, I was found gaming racing series NASCAR Heat 5 in 1998.
All right, we're back here with the NASCAR Heat 5 1998 mod, and we had to make a little bit of a tweak. This week we were supposed to be at Nashville, but of course Nashville not on this game. For whatever reason, so we went to Kentucky instead. I mean, Nashville, Kentucky, they're basically the same place, and Kentucky doesn't have a NASCAR race this year, so it won't be on the schedule. So I figured this would be a close enough substitute. And I gotta be real honest with you, I don't know Kentucky or Nashville all that well. They kind of came into when I fell out of NASCAR with a bit, so I don't know much about them as far as like the track and the configuration and stuff. And as you can see up here in practice for Kentucky/Nashville, 31.1 was my goal. Only got to 32.15. That was on my first lap out there running, and then qualifying at 32.4. We're starting 25th, so a couple people had to go to the back because I know we had a worse time than that. But that being said, I don't know. I kind of felt like we were getting to the gas really good coming out of the corners here, so I think we might have a shot to move to the front. You know, a lot of times I think what happens is in these practice sessions, they want you to practice in qualifying setup, whatever your qualifying setup is. Like, you can even really do anything. Maybe that just means be mega loose, but I know I felt good running around other cars. We were passing people out there, so I know we qualified 25th, but I don't expect to stay there. I think we'll have a pretty good race, hopefully, and yeah, hopefully we'll get to the front with this one. Let's keep her going. Usual suspects up front, it looks like. Michael Waltrip, Ward Burton, and Jeff Burton, all three guys going to the back. Maybe we'll see them on their way up through the field. The Burton brothers cheating here at Nashville, Kentuckyville. I like it. We're going to start on the bottom.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Almost ready now. Hammer down. Car there on the outside.
And I like that this race is at night. I like that. It just makes the cars look better. 19 laps here. I think tires will be at a premium.
Right, you're clear. Inside.
So I think if we get a chance to pit, I think we'll probably do it.
Hold your line, driver. All right, clear low. You got room. You're clear.
This is the first time we've been around a big pack of cars like this, so.
Clear all around there. Car there on the outside. 3 wide, you're in the middle.
Holy crud, man.
Clear all around.
He knocked him back going forward. Wild. Certainly bunched up the field. And I think if you go back and just take a look at that turn, I mean, I didn't touch him until we went off into the corner, like back on the straightaway.
Looking inside now.
Probably a good time to mention that I try and race this as clean as possible.
Inside.
These guys here are just a smidge faster than me.
You got room. You're clear.
Look at this mess. A lot of drivers fighting for points through here. Irvin, Ken Schrader, Kenny Wallace, Bill Elliott, Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd needs a good run. not clear him on the bottom.
All right, you're clear.
There, didn't feel like we're really getting in or out of the corner good there. I also think Bill and Ricky might just be fast too. Yeah, we lost everybody in that one. And that was our best lap ever, and we lost time on everybody in front of us. Just don't have the line figured out at all to like carry momentum off the corner.
Keep it up. That was your best lap ever. Car there on the inside. All right, you're clear there. You're posting your best lap ever. That's all. Inside. You're posting your best lap ever. That's all. Still there.
Burton definitely going to the front. Might as well follow him, right?
10 to go. Careful. Still there. Still there. Inside, inside. All right, clear low. You got room. You're clear. You got room. You're clear there. Got one peeking outside. You got room. You're clear. Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear. Looking inside now. Say hi, say hi. Careful, still there. Looking inside now. All right, you're clear. Wave them off, caution's out.
Okay, so I mean, an argument could be made that that caution was our fault, but man alive, like we barely touched that guy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring her in. We're gonna see how much faster we can go than these guys. See if we can make our way up through the field. Nobody was lapped, so we're starting shotgun, and we're gonna have
Ready? The green flag is in the air. Got one peeking inside.
4 or 5 laps to do it.
Still there? Careful, still there.
Just a different set of rules back here, you know?
Stay high, stay high. 3 wide, keep pushing. Hold that line, driver. You're all clear on the bottom there. You got room, you're clear. Got one peeking outside. All right, clear outside.
I don't think we're going to get there, guys.
Here we go, driver. Still there? You got room, you're clear.
Just never had it figured out from the word go here.
Still there? All right, you're clear there.
It didn't really seem like tires matter that much here. Maybe we can snag 1 or 2 more.
All right, let's go. White flag. Still there. Careful, still there. Still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
So 25th here at Kentucky.
We'll get it next time here.
Really not where we wanted to be here, but just kind of never really had it figured out. And yeah. Bobby Labonte had the fastest lap. Bonus point for him. Bobby Labonte led the most laps. And I believe there was only 19 laps in this one. We'll see if the rich get richer. Jeff Burton from 38th to 6th. What a run for him. And then Ted Musgrave started 9th and finished 35th. So we'll take a look at the finish order here. And then we'll take a look at the expanded point stats and get you set for next week. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Yay. Let's take a look at the results here from Kentucky. Bobby Labonte extending his point lead right now with another win. A lot of usual suspects in the top 10. Jeff Burton coming from dead last to finish 6th. David Green, good finish for him. Much needed good finish for Ricky Rudd, Jeff Bodine, and Mike Skinner, all guys who are kind of hanging around that chase cutoff line. Ernie Irvin, Mark Martin there. Rick Massner there, decent run. Ricky Craven gets back to his midways. And then you see us back here in 25th. Just kind of in no man's land. You know, we took the tires, came up 15 spots. Maybe we had a few more laps, but honestly, it didn't really feel like we were passing anybody. You wish you could play it back and see what would happen if we didn't pit. I mean, Jeff Burton was right in front of us, and he must have went from like 15 to up to 6 there, so maybe we could have followed him up and through on older tires. It's just tough to say. 31st through 40th, a lot of the same people out in there as well. So these are the Kentucky/Nashville results. Let's take a look at the point standings. And Bobby Labonte still leading overall, not even close. And his brother Terry, 25 points behind. So Terry, look at this stretch that actually both these guys, holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 straight top 10s for both Terry and Bobby. And in fact, Terry's lowest finish is 6th here at Dover. So Terry Labonte has been ripping off. And if you take in just that 11th place finish at Bristol, he's been doing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight weeks now of just top 11 runs and keeping himself in it. We actually dropped a spot down here. Might have dropped a couple spots, yeah, down to 6th in the standings. And that's what you get, you know. You get back there in the 20s and guys are getting 30-ish points and you're only getting 10 or 11, then you wind up, you know, making a big fall there. And we got guys like Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace kind of nipping on our heels now. I still think we're pretty well clear of the chase. That's over 100 points they would have to make up. We got, what, I think this is race 15, so we've got 9 races to go to the chase. That's kind of wild to think about. I really didn't think we were that close, so that's kind of crazy to think about. So no new winners. We can still have somebody punch their ticket in. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in right here on this chase race as Ricky Rudd punches his ticket back in. But right here, Rick Mass 291, 283, 282, 278, 274, 262, 255. 253, Michael Walter. Kyle Petty still kind of like that cutoff point, 236. He's going to have to put together some really good runs to kind of get himself back in there. But Skinner in, Bodine out. And again, I mean, if next week was the final race before the chase, it would be quite a race to get there. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's take a look at the expanded stats. As you can see, Bubba Labonte gets his league-leading 5th win of the season. Only 7 top 5s. Kind of surreal to think of that he only has 7 top 5s throughout his wins. But yeah, if he's getting a top 5, it's probably a win. So that's kind of got him out to the lead here at 485. Of course, the points will get reset as we get into the chase, so anything could happen there. But he's got a pretty good chokehold on the lead right now. His brother Terry right there, then Jeff, Mark, top 5s. Jeff Gordon leads the series with 10 top 5s. Mark Martin only 3 top 5s, but he's been wildly consistent in a lot of other ways to kind of keep himself in there. We got that 1 win at Homestead, and then we've only got 4 top 5s this season, which is kind of, you know, after 15 races, I definitely thought we were going to have way more than 4 top 5s. So we'll see if we can get stuff figured out, and we'll see if we can kind of right the ship here going forward. Next week we're going to be at Michigan, which is we're not going to take our foot off the gas pedal there, and we'll be going as fast as we can. So we'll see how that plays out there, and hopefully we'll get back to our winning ways and back towards the top 10 where we like to be. But for this week, just didn't really have it. Didn't have the speed, didn't have the entry, didn't have the exit. Kentucky kind of beat us up, and it's these races like this that kind of worry me for when the chase starts, of us advancing and us being able to move through and potentially win a championship. Because if we can't, you know, we have to be good everywhere on every type of track. So it might just involve me putting in more practice time as far as, you know, in the pre-race stuff, and if I have to do that, then so be it. But yeah, this wasn't it this week, so we'll bounce back next week. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just enjoy your YouTube experience, and we'll be back next Wednesday at Michigan for the NASCAR Heat 5 1998 mod. Thanks for watching.